Hello everyone. Welcome to this new video where I'll talk about the state of Hammer and Title Update 4. This update brought some good changes to Hammer, and I had to rework some of my sets with the new possibilities. This time, I am going to show each and every best hammer in the game and cover my dedicated set for it at the same time. A little disclaimer, I would like everyone to know that these sets are all for speedrunning purposes. You are free to take inspiration and accommodate these sets to your own comfort. You can use Bloodright, you can use Defense Boost, you can use Evasion skills, whatever fits your needs. Now, let's get right into it. Strength Hammer pretty much received nothing armor pieces wise with this update. As such, I'm still using the exact same set I have been using since Title Update 3. No, you are not dreaming. Indeed, this is the Fine Kimura Hammer. This is one of the winners of this update. Weapons with status or no element receive more raw increases by unlocking anomaly slots. This makes the Fine Kimura Hammer a very good contender for one of the best strength hammers in the game. It is also insanely customizable, due to its high purple sharpness and incredible slots. If you wish to play casually or with friends, this is the absolute best strength hammer. Another winner of this update is the Tigrex Hammer. This beast incarnate maxes out at 400 raw attack with full raw augments. I am however using an affinity augment to reduce its negative affinity. This hammer ties with Gauss Harag as the best strength hammer in the game. It has very good purple sharpness and can afford to use Hellfire Cloak and not worry much about sharpness management. Intrepid Heart is an amazing skill that allows both Strength and Courage Hammer to land their attacks on previously difficult openings. It is also a nice protection in general if you make a mistake in a hunt. It is especially good against Blood Blight attacks from monsters. The Gauss Harag Hammer is still incredibly strong, and used with sharpness management instead of Hellfire Cloak, it is the single strongest strength hammer. Finally, the Flaming Espinas Hammer is still a great hammer with excellent slot distribution for poison and fire matchups. I should mention that I tried to make a Dragon Heart set. It is unfortunately very bad, barely stronger than my regular sets, while also giving up lots of passive skills. A little disclaimer for Courage Hammer. Dragon conversion is weaker than my current sets, but it does not drain your health. If you wish to play Courage, especially Dragon Element Courage without Dereliction, go ahead and make yourself a Dragon conversion set. Courage Hammer has been significantly buffed in this patch. It is actually nuts how pretty much all new changes benefit it. The anomaly slots unlocks give it more element, and Mail of Hellfire is now available as an augment. It is a 5% element increase while using the blue swap scroll, giving it amazing synergy with Dereliction. For water element, Doomsday Hammer is still the best pick. Flicker Blizzard Blow is one of the most buffed hammer in this patch, thanks to the insanely efficient Velkhana greaves. It reaches more than 230 ice element. Burst is a skill I have overlooked for quite a while now, telling my audience it is only worth using at level 1. Well, how wrong I was, as Burst 3 is pretty much a must-have. Burst is not great with Strength Hammer, because the full effect does not trigger fast enough, and does not linger in between level 3 charges. Skyfold Fury Flash got an interesting buff, as it is now able to comfortably reach purple sharpness and maintain it. Nothing else much for this hammer, though its lack of slots forces me to use different chest and waist pieces. I should mention that Powder Mantle is great for courage at level 1, and in any matchup, which I was skeptical of before. The Crimson Forcewing is the best dragon element hammer. There is one critical thing I forgot to take into account for a long while now. And it is the fact that it does not need sharpness management, unlike Dark Mord. It is slightly stronger, and should have enough sharpness for an entire hunt. Cactus Unvetter is the second most buffed hammer. Similarly to Aurora Kant's hammer, it can now use the incredibly efficient Risen Teostra greaves. It is a very strong hammer that shines against any fire matchup thanks to its poison damage being the cherry on top. This cactus set is specifically designed to take on Kushala Dawara. It focuses more on raw attack, inflicts poison, and will deals the best damage in this specific matchup. For players who finished Sunbreak's story, these are sample strength and courage sets that you can finish with your best charm. For people who are just starting Sunbreak, you can mainly just stick with the high-rank CG Valstrax set and then gravitate towards Master Rank Rathalos armor. The developers' intentions to push the viability of elemental sets in Sunbreak is admirable. However, this is leaving raw playstyles in the shadows. And in particular, Strength Hammer. Strength Hammer has nearly zero benefit from element and can only rely on pure raw increases, which are scarce in this game compared to element. Adding salt to the wound is the fact that Palamutes are beyond busted, as they use their most powerful attack with Courage Hammer's level 3 charge. They pretty much attack constantly with this weapon and deal insane DPS by themselves. This isn't the case for Strength Hammer. which has to be content with them using a much weaker super attack as well as attacking way less often in general, because Strength Hammer also attacks much less often than Courage. Not only does Courage deal more damage, but it is also much safer to use due to its almost constant access to Water Strike. It is also more mobile and maintains constant DPS. Whereas Strength Hammer has lengthy downtime and its strongest move is very slow. In the future, I will probably only do strength runs with followers in order to patch how weak it is. This doesn't mean I don't like Strength Hammer. It is my favorite, because it is the closest to classic Hammer gameplay-wise. Lastly, on the subject of raw damage, I would like to inform you, that Impact Crater is dead. Its motion values are too low for how expensive and slow it is to use. Strength's level 3 charged Brutal Big Bang, is much better. Thank you everyone. I think this is all I wanted to cover for this update. I am trying my best to make content, but the game is actually significantly harder now, even with followers. So from now on, I will mainly try to get quests done below 6 minutes, not 5, in order to save time and make more content. I'm also preparing myself for Wild Hearts, which actually looks stunning, and I would like to create content for this game as well. As for the layered armor video, it is pretty much done. But should I keep it? Maybe release it for 5,000 subscribers instead? Nah. Unless? Well, in the meantime, happy Hunga Bunga.